Nothing disturbs my mind like getting myself anxious again. I believe you too. Nothing disturbs you so much like that. How can you keep yourself away from being anxious again? I'll share with you the three things to do anytime you find yourself anxious again. From today, you will say goodbye to anxiety. Elisa Tukasingura is my name. I'm here to make sure that you don't get anxious again. Now, first things first, I'm going to explain to you what anxiety is. In the simplest words that even a 4-year-old could understand, is that being anxious, this is a moment where your mind cannot figure out what to do next. Just that simple. When your mind cannot figure out what to do next, the only response it can use, because it has not figured out what to do next, is that this is impossible to achieve, this is impossible to do. Just that simple. As simple as that. And how do you overcome such? You can quickly overcome this by you understanding how the world works. The world itself, I can say that it is a living creature. Vibration, which says that everything vibrates. Everything vibrates, everything has life. Everything can speak, everything communicates. Nothing doesn't communicate. I believe you understand that. If you don't understand that, at least now you have no need. Everything understands. Even the world itself tries to communicate so much that you, as a business person, your goals are all achieved. So that's how it was computed and programmed to function. It was programmed to make sure that all the goals you have are achieved. And if you find yourself in the anxious moments, just know still something is being communicated so that you achieve your goals. Now, these are the 3 steps that you personally can always practice. Maybe you have to pause the mind. This is because when you're in that situation, in biology we call it the flight or fight state, when too much adrenaline is going on, the mind is doing firing after the other, and the more you allow it to fire more, the more the charges. Okay, I want you to look at it like this. This is what is always happening in that moment. Imagine we are having a positive charge and another positive charge, and they meet themselves. On meeting themselves, they repel each other. And on repelling, it's like a lightning that takes place. If you know lightning, if you have seen lightning. Now, the more you allow yourself to keep in that situation, it's like a lightning taking place and another one taking place and then another one. And that is how this anxiety is going on. Now, your role at that point is to firstly calm down that mind. Calm it down. Calm down your thoughts. Allow your mind to relax, disconnect from that presence that is causing you to be that anxious, to be in that fight or flight state. And number 2 is reminding yourself of what really the world is. What really is this world that you're in? This world that you're in the first place, I explained to you that it is working for your good. It is communicating something to you concerning your preparation and the goal that is coming. Remind this mind that though you are in this world, you're not of this world. You're in this world for just this one lifetime, and after this lifetime, you will go back to the Father where you came from. So now that you're in this world, its major aim is to serve you, to make sure that you achieve all your goals. You know, like how when we were young, these moments when our parents, our father and mother, if they were together for your case, when we had slightly grown, now that moment after, if they sang for you lullabies, after the lullabies, let's say they switched off the light and you woke up in the middle of the night. Now, that kid who is frightened of the darkness, it is true they are frightened and they are right to be frightened. But the truth is that Whatever they are frightened of is not the reality. It is an illusion that is taking place. And so, with the mind is like a baby. And this baby, once they don't understand where they are going, they immediately get scared. So, you too being scared, being anxious, it's okay that you're anxious. It's very fine. But the mind is just not so conversant of where it is going. But you personally, as the spirit person, you know where you are going. You know you're not bargaining in this. You know you are manifesting a presence that is already available. You're not trying to create something new, no. You are manifesting what already exists. And by virtue of its existence, however impossible it might look, it's already available and you're going to make it available. I'll give you an example of one of the men. I can use one, I can use three of the men that had impossible dreams. But however impossible they look, they were possible. Look at Elon Musk. How many rocket launches failed? And at what level of bankruptcy was he at before he made that one that made it? He has proved it. It is possible. Let's look at Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla died very broke and poor because he was persuaded of a goal that he knew existed. But in his time, by the time he died when that goal was not proved to be real. If it was real, he's the man behind the AC. In that time, it was Thomas Edison who was in charge of the DC, and he was the big man of the time, the big fish. And yeah, he succumbed the little man. So this is what I'm saying. The goal is already available. It doesn't matter how it delays. The real picture is that it is already existent. You're not the first person to move on it, and you will not be the last. It's already available. Your role is just simple. If you find yourself anxious, just remind yourself that this goal is already available. I'm just being prepared for it. Remind the mind. It's like a baby. It's learning. Yeah, the mind is learning. It also doesn't know what it's doing. It's learning. Just remind it. Yeah, this goal is already available. We are still moving. It will learn on the way. And from what you've also seen is that for every success you've made, your mind registered it. And no matter how big a challenge might look that is relevant to the success that you've already attained, you are already an expert in it and you can solve that challenge. For example, when I was learning to build the website, that it looked like it was impossible. But the more I did the practice, the more my mind was wired so well that I can build any kind of website so long as I decide to build it, or so long as a challenge is brought to me. And you have seen it also in your business, and that there are challenges that come, and no matter how heavy or huge they might look like, your mind is so built that you step on these challenges with so much ease, so much ease. Okay, all right. And the last one is build the knowledge. Build the knowledge that you currently have. Build on it. Add more on it. This is in Proverbs 24:5, and the scripture says that a man who is knowledgeable is strong. Okay? You are as strong as how much knowledge you carry. Simple. You are as strong as to how much knowledge you carry. If you're in crypto, you are as strong as to how much knowledge you carry in that space. And this runs in every part, whether in politics, whether in leadership, whether in public speaking. As to how much knowledge, practical knowledge you carry, then it determines how strong you are. And for such moments, when anxiety tries to kick in, you quickly maneuver it because of how much wisdom and knowledge you carry in that particular subject. So please, don't sit down, don't relax. It's okay that you're anxious. It's okay that the mind is not so conversant with the topic that you're trying to handle. But the result remains that your goal is already existent. You are not the first person trying to move on such challenges. However impossible it might look like, it's already existent. It's just a matter of time. You're going to manifest it. Okay? Stay blessed, stay well, take care. I love you so much. And if you haven't subscribed, please, this is the moment. Yes, like why? Why? This is the moment. Subscribe.